What up, figure freaks? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing a review of Hasbro's Transformers Studio Series, Transformers the movie, Constructicon BONECRUSHER. Now, BONECRUSHER is also a Decepticon. Nice little box here. I'm liking these new styles. I like the window here, and you get to see BONECRUSHER in all his lime green colorful glory. You got a nice little picture over here on the top right of him in robot form, little close up there, and then down here in bulldozer form. Up here we got 2 of 6. I'm assuming that Scrapper is going to be 1 of 6. And then we got the little symbol up here going arrow down to bulldozer form, back up to robot form. Each way is 16 steps. These pictures kind of bleed off to the side. We got a Autobot symbol on the bottom, and it says Deluxe Class on the back. We got some glamour shots of BONECRUSHER in both robot form as well as his alt mode. 16 steps once again. We got all the legalese and fun stuff like that. And then we got a little picture up here from the 86 movie where it looks like he's about to body slam Sludge, Devastator that is. He's picking him up, but Slag actually gets a little piece of him, and it's Slug now, I guess, but I'm still going to call him Slag. I don't care. I like Slag. I don't care what it means in England. Yeah, Slag like bulldozes Devastator and actually gets a piece, because I think Devastator like ninja kicks Grimlock, picks up Sludge, and suplexes him, and then he tosses some garbage on Swoop. Don't know where the hell Snarl is during this movie, but he's not around for most of it. I think he like shows up for a second at the end. Anyways. And then, of course, on the side, we got Devastator, where the 6 Constructicons will merge, collect to combine, and you can make Devastator. We got one little readout up here on the top. I'm blind. It says BONECRUSHER Bats. I'm assuming they forgot the L. Battles the Autobots in Autobot City on Earth. And then it says BONECRUSHER combat les Autobots dans le site Autobot sur Terre. And that's French. So, all right, well, I'm very excited for this figure. All 6 of them can't come fast enough. It kind of frustrates me that they like to kind of divvy them up. It makes it a little bit fun, but damn it, I just want to build Devastator. How about you? Anyways, let's open this guy up. Little directions book there. There he is. And he got his guns and that little cellophane baggie. Looking pretty cool. We got BONECRUSHER up on the turntable. I like this figure a lot. Really good use of the engineering. The articulation's decent. The paint, of course, is easy. It's just all green plastic. It's the lime neon green plastic, which makes me want to go get a piece of key lime pie. No, it doesn't. But, you know, all they have to do is print this stuff out, and it's good to go. There's only a few areas where there's a difference in color and paint. We got some, like, little gunmetal down there. And then, of course, up here on the chest, pretty cool. We got the Decepticon sticker, and then these things are all, yeah, ooh, interesting. They all got kind of textured up in here, this part. So, and the paint is, I would say, pretty darn good. And then that face, excellent. All that silver and the red visor with the black hood, looking pretty sick. And of course, we got the pistol down here. The only other accessory that came was this little box thing, and I think it pops onto the back here, and I'm going to show you that here in a second. So you got this backpack. We're going to put up the hood here, this little backpack here, and what you want to do is, you see it kind of is almost like a C. So you got a little bit of room in the back here, nothing up here, and so you want to do this. That's kind of a backward C. You're going to slide it on like that, is what I'm assuming. Looks pretty flush. And then it comes right off, hopefully. Don't embarrass me. There we go, got it. But what you can do also is take this and pop this off. Come on, is this gonna work? Gotta hold it down. Right here, it'll slide out. Is it gonna let me? Come on. Okay, take two, see? So that pops out of there. So you don't really need the backpack for when he's in robot mode. And so you got that right there. So paint is all good. I love the use of these treads. All you have to do is snap these feet together and you got the full like tank tread right there. Looking pretty awesome. Heel flips back. You can reach into the toe. Let's go through the articulation, which I think is fairly nice. The head, of course, not much room to move there. It doesn't really spin around. Oh, there we go. It's pretty tight. It was stuck in there pretty snug. He looks up a little bit, looks down a little bit. Not too much. He is a robot. We got the shoulder ball joints there. Goes all the way around. The elbow single jointed. We got some gaps open in here, but I gotta say this figure, there isn't much wide open space. I mean, this is smaller than usual, but like the body is very dense. The legs got some gappage inside of them too, but look at down here. Like they covered all that up. So it's pretty nice, dense, sturdy figure. There's the elbows. We have no articulation at the midsection. Does not move. Oh wait, does it? Does it? It does, but without this, which is kind of unfortunate, I guess. But that's just the way it goes, I suppose. So I don't know if you want to go like this, flip it back up. That's not going to work. So he's either front and center or he's looking pretty wacky. We got up here, you can do the splits. Ooh, wow, look at that. Very flexible bone crusher, nice work. Then we got a little thigh cut up here. And I really think this is cool how they got the treads and almost all the articulation is hidden. You got a knee joint here, single jointed, but still get the 45-degree angle. Or 90-degree angle. So yeah, the articulation is pretty nice. And of course, you got the ankle pivot. Stiff. So yeah, articulation's not bad. It's gonna take some points away from the stomach thing, so there's no waist twist. But, you know, I guess in order for him to work properly as a robot and a vehicle, there's gonna have to be some takeaway, obviously. So paint, A+, I'd say. Articulation, about a B- maybe. What else? Oh, when I flipped this down, I'm happy to see, I saw on some reviews, some people weren't getting the Decepticon symbol on the inside of the bulldozer scoop, but everyone's getting them out here. So it's good to know that when I got them transformed, which we'll do here in a second, that, you know, people are going to know that he is a Decepticon bulldozer. So yeah, yeah, like the paint, articulation's decent. Not too much as far as accessories. He's got his gun. Would like more blast effects with these guys. I can never get enough. I'm gonna have to go on eBay and order some. But really nice looking figure. I dig it. Now let's move on to transformation. All right, so we got 16 steps of articulation. We're going to start by going around to the back side. And we're going to take the forearms here and we are going to twist them around so that you can see the fists on the back side. And as you can see, you got this little gap right next to the fist. You're going to fold these up and those gaps are going to go and peg into this little peg right here. So we're just going to go up like that. Boom, they lock in. Do it again. So now it's going to look like that. Next, we are going to bring up the canopy here, and then we're going to push this top part off of this bottom part. So the chest will come off the lower part, off the tummy area. As you can see, there's this peg here, and that will lock into this hole when you bring it back. So we're going to bring that all the way back. And then you're going to see the head here, and we are going to fold that inward like so. All right, next. So if you haven't done it already, you're going to take this part out. You know that this pegs into here. Just so you know. And then this will come into play in just a second here, but you're going to flip these guys up like this. So you got one peg here, one peg hole here. I think that's the way you're going to do it. And then you're going to bring these around like so. Swing it up. And these guys are going to lock in. Just like that. Come on now, what's going on here? Gotta fix this. All right, so after you have all this stuff locked in, so you're gonna have to press these two things together. They'll tab in right here, and then they're gonna tab in up top right here underneath this crease on this side as well as this side. So we'll kind of show you like that. See that? That'll go in like that on both sides, and it should lock together. Then you're going to bring this guy up like that. I think this kind of goes down like that. So I threw this back on there because I'm not sure if it's that important for the transformation. We will see, and we'll kind of use deductive reasoning to see if we actually need it or not. All right, next up is just a couple little tweaks. If you don't have the shovel part up here, it suggests doing that. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the feet and you're gonna fold them up so that they look like the treads, of course. And then it says, when you have it back like this, you're gonna bring this part down here, like so. Okay. So this part is indeed important to the transformation. So you're going to take the legs or treads and you're going to bring them down like this to the side here, and you're going to lock them in here. Now you can see there's that gap right there. There's that pin that's going to go in there. Sorry about my dirty ass fingernails. And then you got these two little tabs are going to fit in here in that gap. So let's see how that works, huh? All right, so you just press them in like this. Come on now. Cooperate, there we go. And it pops right in. And I think those other two tabs just kind of slide in just for some extra support. Let's try the other side here. Boom. And we're looking pretty good here, almost like a real bulldozer. Let's kind of give it a nice little squeeze here. Gotta hug your Transformers, Decepticons, and Autobots alike. And then I think basically that's it, except for the shovel part, right? And the shovel part is just bring it up like that and like so. Oh, that seems like it's a little high though. Not sure what's up with that. That needs to be fixed for sure. Okay, so you want to bring it down all the way like so. So it kind of locks in like that, and then it kind of folds in. So this is going to fold up. Oop. There we go. And it's pretty much, oh, come on. Get in there. So there you have it. Looking pretty awesome. Now, of course, no wheels, no little wheels on the bottom of the tread so that he can actually roll. But, you know, you can just kind of be like, just drive around like that. The gun can go into either one of these peg holes here. You can blast away while in alt mode. Pretty cool. So looking pretty much exactly like the cartoon in both alt mode and robot form. And I like it. All right, we're gonna make some comparisons and then we're gonna be out of here. Guys, I just wanted to do a quick good look at this guy in vehicle form. It looks really sharp. I like it a lot. The transformation makes sense and it's very easy. It's pretty simple stuff. You know, I dreaded doing these transformations on video and didn't like it earlier. I'm getting better. It's, you know, it's not perfect, but it's going to get better, guys, because I'm really getting into Transformers. I'm excited about all the new stuff that's coming out. I think there was a couple leaks. We can talk about that in another video. I just want a wind charger really bad, and I heard that he might be coming, so kind of excited about that. I'm going to show you a picture of him in his alt mode from the cartoon, as well as his robot mode coming up here, so we can check that out, make some comparisons. But let's bring out some other Autobots, some other Decepticons, and let's check out BONECRUSHER in comparisons. All right, before we do comparisons, I'm going to measure Mr. BONECRUSHER here. So the top of his canopy is sitting at 5.5 inches. To about the top of the head, he is about 5 inches. So we'll call it 5.5 inches. For comparisons, we're going to bring out some Decepticons. Another little different squad. We got Drag Strip from the Stunticons. A little bit smaller, but very much like BONECRUSHER in the monochromatic yellow. Pretty much that covers the whole body. So we got Drag Strip there, which actually the hood of his vehicle mode, no Decepticon insignia. So I always kind of worry about that. Then we got Insecticon. Kickback, he was my favorite Insecticon growing up as a kid, but this figure I would say is my least favorite. It was the first offering of the new Insecticons wave, and he's just kind of big and bulky, you know. Not a bad figure, but I just like Bombshell and Shrapnel much more. And then finally, for Decepticons, we're going to bring in the Siege, Cybertron mode, Thundercracker. Get a good look at him back there. Alright. So there we got some Decepticons. Let's bring in some Autobots. Alright, bringing in some Autobots. Got Air Raid, who I just did a review for. He is an aerial bot. Great figure. I am pretty much just a G1 collector from nostalgia, but I am willing and open to bending my own rules. So I kind of keep it G1, but you know, I've got a bunch of these primes on deck ready to do reviews for. So we're going to be doing Prima Prime and who is it? Megatronus. So they'll be coming up, and they're kind of outside my wheelhouse, so I'm very unfamiliar with them, so it won't be as fleshed out and smooth as, well, I would say this, but this review's not really that smooth. Transformers reviews aren't really great for me, but I'm going to keep doing them and keep getting better. And then we got Trailbreaker. Really liked him as a kid. Didn't think he got enough love on the cartoon, but loved his force field. Him and Windcharger had those force fields and always came up huge. We're going to bring in Snarl here. Oops, knocking over stuff. We got Snarl. You can't even see him. He's so big. Snarl cannot get forgotten like he was in the movie. Great figure. I love this Snarl. Probably next to Swoop, my favorite Dinobot. I really love like the little horns and little fin things back here. Excellent figure. Glad to have it. Guys, please like, subscribe, drop a comment if you feel inspired. Would love to chat with you. I will hit you back in the comments always and forever. Please keep watching. Please keep supporting. I'll keep making them. As I said, we got Prima Prime coming up. We got Megatronus. I'm going to probably take a break from Transformers after that and do some wrestlers, and hopefully you got some G.I. Joe and some new Marvel Legends showing up at my house. I know next week's going to be a big week for pre-orders getting mailed out. Those mini comic retro figures from Marvel Legends. Rom, I think I got a notification that he's on the way. Super stoked for him. I am fucking excited beyond belief. So hopefully you guys are too. We're going to check you later next time. Peace out. Hey guys, just real quick, I didn't really say what I was rating this figure. So 1 out of 10, I'm going to give him a 7. I was contemplating doing a 6, but he's actually pretty spectacular. I like the way they hide all the articulation in the legs, how it becomes tank treads. I like the weight of it. He's got a nice body, like it's very thick and sturdy. The transformation is easy. The paint, of course, is very simple, but is spot on. And there's no like blotches or runny paint or any bleeding or anything like that. So super solid figure. Giving him a 7. Thanks for watching once again, guys. Take it easy.